Hey there. I am so excited to go live with my most recent podcast guest, Tosin John. She is going to be joining us from the UK in a few moments. And excited to talk about the episode that is releasing tomorrow, all about how to wake up with a dream and a purpose and to go after it and what that's looked like for her. So here she is. She just joined and I'm gonna welcome her into the room in a moment as well. And if you just want to send me that you want to join, that would be super. Tosin. Let's see. There we go. I've got you. I have it on my end. Oh, so wonderful. So here we are. How are you?
Yes, thank you.
Good. Sorry, I just had to turn up my volume. uh, so, so it's the afternoon where you are in Essex in the UK,
Yes,
and where I am, it is 11 o'clock and school has begun. I've got a high schooler reading all his materials right now downstairs, and my other son is doing some reading as well.
Oh, great.
Yeah. So what has your day been like today, Tosin?
I've been listening to your podcast. Happy days, yeah. And today I haven't been in the office today, so it's been quite a day of tidying up, cleaning up, listening to podcasts. I do that, especially when I'm at home working everything at home. I just listen to podcasts all through.
That's great. I love to do that too. It's on my walk. It's while I'm cooking. There's so much good stuff. And I see I've got Aodell who has joined us from Central London saying hello to you. And
hello.
To us. Yay. It's so great. Oh, yeah. I love to be able to connect in this way. And it's a really great way to let people know that we've got this podcast coming out tomorrow. And I'm so thrilled for people to hear your story and the passion that you have for the work that you're doing as well. It's something we all need to hear. You know, sometimes we can feel like life is really challenging. Definitely all of us have our challenges. And yet we all have goals of some kind. And you are showing in your story how you're able to have a goal and actually work through to reach it. You know, I see we've also got Wise Black Girls. Hello, Wise Black Girls. Where are you calling in from?
Thank you for joining.
Oh, it's great. So wonderful. But yeah, like you've had the motivation from a very young age to start a business and to be an entrepreneur yourself. And now you're in the position of helping other people do that also. So tell me, you know, I know we talk about it a bit in the podcast, so people, I don't want to give any spoiler alerts, but what was the biggest dream that you had that came through you from a young child to have you want to become an entrepreneur? Was it someone that you saw? And I just want to say hello to Wise Black Girls from Ottawa. That's where I'm from. Yes, shout out to Ottawa. I'm from Cumberland, actually. So like the east side of Ottawa. So woo, shout out to the east side. But yes, tell us, was there one person that you saw in your life or one example? Who stands out to you the most?
I will say that would be my elder sister. She's late now. She passed away about 10 years ago. But from a very young age, she practically brought me up. And I've seen, while she had a 9-to-5 job in a bank, she also had a business. So she would go to work in the morning. In the evening, she resumed back to a business. And Saturday, Sunday, she didn't have any time to herself. It was always about business. And in a way, as I started to grow up, I will really help her in the business that she had. So I knew, I started to get the knowledge of how to run a business. You know, I was very young because I think it was from 9 years, 10 years old. I was helping out. So I learned from very, very little that, okay, there's more to just working in a 9-to-5 job. You could actually do that and you could have a business on the side. So she during when she took holidays from work, she would travel all over different countries, buying things, selling it at the office, selling it in the shop. So it was an eye opener for me, which really has helped me along as well.
That's amazing. And I guess you also saw that you saw the element of working for someone else and having to punch a clock and like make sure that you're showing up for those responsibilities, then having a
Yes,
family life, like 'cause your sister was taking care of you, but then
yeah,
also not letting go of the dream that you have inside of you and seeing that
absolutely,
sometimes that means late nights, sometimes that means
absolutely,
saying no to some social things, and maybe
absolutely.
some other
Life,
extravagances. But
yeah,
but
yeah.
were you able to really, I know you were so young, but did you even see then, hey, I see how it's worth it. I see how it's paying off?
Yes. The reason why I saw how it was paying off was eventually she was able to resign from her job and she was able to take on business full time. And in short months that she actually focused full time on the business, she was making more from the business than she was making from her job. And there was more flexibility for her. So it was a way for me to see that the more you are able to put it into your business, the more effort you put in, you are able to get more out of working on your business than you could. Working 9 to 5, you're restricted to the salary, to the income from that 9 to 5. Even if you put in more hours than you need to, the most you can get out of that is a promotion. If there's actually a level way above beyond where you are. But if you have no level above where you are, that means you're restricted to just do what you need to do, earn what you can earn, and that's it. There's no, raising the ceiling. But with a business, you can put more effort in, you can strategize, you can play around with things, you can add to it, you can take from it. There's so much flexibility you can actually get from having a business. And another thing is that you feel more fulfilled because you're doing something that comes from your heart, that comes from, this is what I really wanted to do. This is my life. I can sleep and wake up, just having fun, running the business and making money at the same time.
Oh, so great. I love that you were able to see the power of that from a young age. And
Yeah.
I just want to honor your sister for the example that she
Yeah.
shared with you. And I think she'd be incredibly proud of what you're doing. What was your sister's name?
It's Bola. She's late now. She died
Leila.
this year. This year was the 10th year that she
Oh,
passed away.
I want to say that there's something really special about those relationships in our lives. And
Yeah.
I lost my sister 7 years ago to cancer. And I've been in the wellness space for over 25 years now. And helping
Wow.
people with their health has been, really important to me. So seeing my
Mm.
sister succumb to such a terrible illness, and feeling
Um,
like powerless to
yeah,
help
to
get
help.
her over that was really shattering for me and for all of us. But also
Yeah,
seeing that, there's a greater plan at work. We don't hold all the keys, but
true.
what my sister did was she inspired me to want
Mm.
to help more women to
Yeah,
focus on their self-care, fill themselves up first, step out
absolutely.
of
Look
the
at
masculine go, 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 go life
hmm.
so
Yeah,
that they can actually thrive and live to see their children grow up and see what is possible in their life. And I
yeah.
know that before she passed away, we had many beautiful discussions about this. So I think you and I, my sister's name was Heather, and
Oh,
she was my only sibling. But you and I think really share something that we gained some inspiration from our sisters.
yeah. So even
And
if it's supposed to be something negative, but we've been able to, take something out of it and then make something better for the
absolutely.
future. It's great. They've
Yeah.
left legacies, that's all. Yeah.
That's right. And, we don't know, like, we have an idea of what our purpose is. I think a lot of us, it's somewhere within us. And sometimes
Absolutely.
we have a fear of going for it because,
Great.
ooh, what if I'm too much?
What? Yeah.
What if
Or
I
what
shine
they
too bright?
say.
Or what if I go out in front of the world and totally mess up? Right? You know, that fear of, well, what are people going to think? But I think that the world suffers when we hold back. And so a big part
Yeah.
of my purpose is to help others shine a light on their purpose and actually move forward with it. And part of it for me too is just getting tired of my own excuses, right? Sometimes it's just excuses as well of, well, we just want
Most
the
of
easy
the
road.
time they are.
And then I
Most
hear
of the time
stories
they
like
are.
yours, I hear stories like your sister's, and say,
Yeah.
wow, there were no excuses happening. It's like, we're doing this.
No,
We made a
no, we
decision.
are. We're going for it. We are going for it.
Yeah. And so thank you for that. That's why I'm so glad to be in
Thank
contact.
you.
And I get to follow you all the time on Instagram. And that's
Thank
really how we
you.
got started with each other, getting to know each other was I just love the posts and the inspiration and how, you just emanate so much joy, you radiate it. And
Thank
it
you.
does inspire us to be able to try new things and to trust
Mm.
ourselves and to realize we're all really in this together.
We
We're
are
all
together.
we're all in
Absolutely.
this place just
Absolutely.
trying to figure it out.
True.
So
True. And lift each other up.
yeah, that's right. And
Yeah.
now in this unique time we're in, there's probably a
Especially.
lot more questions people have because they're looking, should I be pivoting my life? Is
Yeah.
my
The
job going
time.
to be secure? What advice do you
Mm.
have for women who are, looking at whether or not their job security is still there and what can they do to prepare themselves for some shifts where it doesn't feel like a huge stretch, but it's like a baby step forward? What kind of advice would you give to them?
What I will say is this: some of us need to be actually pushed over the cliff to actually take the leap of faith. Because I've seen a lot of people at the point where they got to a point of no return with their job being let go. They saw that okay, I need to now get something doing because you can't easily find a job because a lot of people are letting go. And now you need to come back and get yourself in tuned to something that's been burning at the back of your heart. Because, when I talk about purpose, it's always something that's been there. It's just been lying dormant in us, but we don't tune into it because we let life take over. So we just keep doing, the job. We come back, we put ourselves into a routine. But now that you don't want to be at the point where you're pushed over the edge until you find your purpose. So this is the time to start to get yourself in tune into what actually beats at the back of your heart to want to do. There's always something that you just need to listen harder to that. So some people, they want to just, you know, create, they just want to write stories. And that
Mhm.
could be what you just need to do. A lot of people attach, okay, if I'm just writing stories, how would I make money from it? How the money will come is something that we need to not worry so much about right now. But when you let yourself go with that thing that keeps, burning within you, just take a step of faith. Do write and put it on Instagram stories, put it on Facebook, put it on LinkedIn. You never know. Somebody could just read it and just, be in touch with you. Can you become a writer for, magazine? You never know where it will lead. Just follow your intuition, just follow your heart and let it lead you to where your purpose is actually waiting for you.
I love how you talk about how the purpose is it's deep in your heart. And when I hear the word heart, sometimes it's been so disconnected. When you think of business, you don't necessarily think of heart very often. That is starting to change in the landscape thanks to
Yeah.
some amazing people that I've seen growing in the world of business, especially online. It's beautiful to see. And you're right, there's that dormant feeling within us, but it's taking the leap. Sometimes we need that nudge. And I think 2020 has forced people off the cliff to make some kind of choice.
Yeah.
And trusting yourself, it can be really challenging. But at the same time, like you say, you take that one step, then all of the other steps just start to line up. The right people come into your path.
Yeah.
One idea leads to another. It
Another.
is about putting your heart out there and knowing that what is within you is there for a reason. It's not just for us.
It's not just definitely, it's there for a reason.
We really are built to do life together, to build lives and build businesses and build families and communities together. And it
True.
really opposes the previous generational approach to, you know, work and life and
And
growing
many,
things and
yeah,
empire, right? One person successful. No, how about everyone? We're all
everybody.
building
Oh yeah,
something.
there's enough to go around.
There's so much abundance. And that is
Yeah,
why I love the whole movement of women elevating women. Like, I think it's something that we just do naturally. We can't
true.
help ourselves. I remember playing Monopoly with a girlfriend, with a bunch of couples, and the girls, we were like, oh, you need a new apartment here. You can have mine. Like, we were just kind of, how can I help you? You know, it's like, no, you're not going to win. Right. And
You're
that's,
joking.
that's how I do
That's a
things. You know?
natural, yeah. That's the way we're
How can
naturally
we
built.
all win? How can we all win? Right.
That's true.
Oh, yeah, more of that, right? Because I do believe, and you've always heard that the phrase a rising tide lifts all boats. And I
Absolutely.
really believe that's true, because the more I've kind of launched out into my own work and connecting with more people, I have been I've seen more opportunities of things like work that needs to be heard in the world. I've
Hmm.
become more visible, and I've been able to bring other people along to become more visible also, because
That's great.
we can't do it all, right?
We
We can't be
can.
experts at all of it, but we can elevate the
Mhm.
people who are experts in that area.
Absolutely.
So,
Absolutely.
I can't wait for people to hear our interview. We get a lot juicier. We get some more
Yeah.
details. We spend a little bit more time. But for those of
Yeah.
you watching this, make sure that you tune into the Connect with Sheila Botelho podcast tomorrow, and the episode with Tosin John, basically about following your dreams. Go for
Yeah.
your dreams.
Just
That will
go
be
for
up.
it.
And make sure that you share it, make sure that you rate it, review it, and let people in on the secrets of success from this woman who has, you know, lived in Nigeria, moved to the UK from a young age, had these dreams of building a beautiful business, and now you're doing it with a beautiful family. Your
Oh, thank
boys, I
you.
love looking at the pictures on Instagram of your boys. They're so sweet. And they're like your little helpers too, which is cool.
Absolutely. Absolutely. They help me with the mic. They help me set up. They help me with the lights, everything.
Yeah.
Absolutely beautiful they are.
Oh. So do you have one final thought for us before we tune out today?
Yes, what I'll say is, first of all, I'm going to say thank you, because it's been a pleasure to be on your podcast. We had fun together. And once again, for us coming on Instagram Live as well, it's really an opportunity, and I don't take it for granted. So first of all, I want to say a big, big thank you for shining, your light, sharing your stage with me. So I really thank you for that. And I just want to give a shout out to every woman out there wanting to unleash their purpose, their passion, and wanting to make something of themselves beyond just working for other people and making other people's businesses greater. You have something that you are called and created to do. And as long as you tune in into that person that you are, it will really help you liberate you, and you become a better person. Once you start to work in your purpose, you become a different person. Recently I've come across a lot of people telling me I'm glowing, I'm shining, and I haven't done anything different from what I used to do. It just shows that every day I'm coming alive more with my purpose as well. I'm reaching more people now, helping them to, fine tune their business, get clarity, move forward. And that is what's making me glow. So once you find that thing also for yourself, you become a different person entirely. So don't ever think you don't have what it takes to launch and to be a successful business owner.
Fantastic. We will leave it there, and we were going to let that message carry us through this week. For many people back at a regular routine, depending on where in the world they are. And I wish you
Yeah.
all the best, Tosin, and we will be talking soon. Thanks
All
for
right.
hopping
Thank
on
you,
live with
Sheila.
me. Have a
Thank you, Sheila.
fabulous, fabulous day.
Thank you. You too.
Bye.
Bye.
Take care.